pantries, garages, and home offices.
Everybody, what's going on? It's going to be a little bit of a weird start to this show because I'm going live on regular radio with a bunch of other people. So you could, you're going to be listening to me on another radio show for the first 15, 20 minutes. You want to interview me about Howard is a problem. Wrong internet connection. Someone was messing with my computer again. Must have been someone from see, they want me to apologize. That sounds terrible. You sound terrible. No, I got another radio station I'm going to be live on, and we're going to do the beginning of the show live from the other station. Danny, say hello to everybody.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? I didn't know we were live. I'm here. You're going to love it.
Yeah. Anybody who has look up Danny Miner on TikTok. And you'll find out exactly who Danny Miner is. Danny's got like 500,000 people following him, and I'm right behind him.
There you go, brother.
So, yeah, later. It's okay. Don't need you. Thank you, Vince. Yeah, so it's going to sound a little weird at first because we're on a commercial in the other studio. And I'm okay because we're going to be here. I apologize. These people, they don't apologize. I don't apologize to my mother. I'm going to apologize to someone called Fudgicle. Yeah, imagine these people, like, they go, Fudgicle's royalty. like who's royalty? Their name, whoever's royalty has the name of Fudgicle. If I apologize, I think my grandfather would dig himself out of a grave and choke me to death. Danny, apology. They want you to apologize for me, Danny.
I don't apologize.
Yeah, this guy, he's the king of unapologetic.
Listen, if you look me up on the internet, you'll see I'm way worse here, and I don't apologize to anybody, and I don't care about feelings.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna apologize to anybody fucking named Fudgicle.
And if you have feelings,
how about this?
You're on the wrong
Give
channel.
me Fudgicle's real name, and maybe I'll apologize.
Hello, Ange.
Hold on. Start video. Okay. Okay. So, yeah, you guys, I don't care what you think. I'm going to be on here for a while today. So, the first half of the show, we're going to be live in Philadelphia.
Powering your drive with 10 brands and 3 locations.
Always live on the free Odyssey app. Free speech lives here. The WPHT Afternoon Show.
1210 WPHT.
WPHT, that's where we are live. If anybody in Philadelphia wants to join in. Or I think they might be streaming on the internet as well. Is that right, Pete Pitts? Vito, that's okay. You're not going to make me do something I'm not going to do, okay? Just because wow, I lost. I apologize. No.
Vito's Italian, and he wants us to apologize. Vito, you're not Italian. You're a fake Italian.
Yeah.
You're a fake Italian, brother.
That's a fake name.
Yeah. Oh, I want you to apologize. Said no Italian ever, Vito.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, we're going to have some fun. A sweaty boy.
Dude, they get on me too.
Yeah, no, I don't understand. You use your real names. Maybe I'll think about apologizing, but you hide behind these weird ass fake names because you're all afraid. Tony Bruno alive in Philadelphia right now.
Oh, Tony Bruno, I remember him.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
I remember him.
It's Thursday. Thirsty Thursday.
Very thirsty.
Yes, and you know what we forgot to ask everybody? Make sure that if they're on the YouTubes and on twice.
Hold on a second. I got a Wi-Fi issue right now. Hold on. No, I got Danny Miner producing my show today and Pete Pitts. Told you people. Hello?
It's a fact,
All right.
exposing how crazy they are, and then posting their names on Tic Toc videos so we can find out who they are, and then everybody can bury them for being morons and get them fired. I'm not the one who wants to do that. If you want to go on TikTok and keep threatening people, and threatening Trump, and threatening people you dislike, you get what you absolutely positively deserve, which is fired from your job. Right? Am I wrong?
Yeah, this is my show right now. This is the first half of my show. Hello? Yeah, I'm here.
I want to make sure. Stephen Grillo, no relation to Frank Grillo, the actor.
He might. I think he might want
Really
to.
an underrated actor. He did a lot of movies, Frank Grillo.
I think he may want to beat my butt.
Robin, he's in everything. He's one of those action heroes that doesn't get the lead, but he's always in good movies. Frank Grillo, look him up. Not because he's an Italian. I think Stephen Grillo's.
Oh, I recognize
Stephen Grillo's Italian too.
I'm half Irish, half embarrassed. Can you hear me?
Half him.
I
hear you now.
okay.
He's always actually online.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm here. I'm half Irish, half embarrassed.
Half him.
I grew up in an Italian neighborhood, so I'm very heavily influenced by the Italian culture.
Is that your real name or is that a stage name?
No, Grillo is my birth-given name, unfortunately, and he's it's been sort of the burden of what has happened throughout my life. And anybody wanted to get in under my skin, it was because they bastardized my last name.
Now, Frank,
Well, Frank,
stories that's been circulating, and I'm not a guy who likes to go after people in the media. I was in the media. I had people come after me, try to get me canceled, and they did, because I said things that they disagreed with, and they accuse you of stuff. But you worked for Howard Stern back in the day.
Yes, I
And
did.
Howard Stern obviously is not the same guy. No, he was the cool cat. I remember when he first started, he was in New York, and then he came to Philly as the second station, and then his empire was built. But he had a boss that basically, anytime he got fined by the FCC for breaking the rules, they would write a check and then pay for his sins. But he went on to become a monster, and now, of course, he's been making millions of dollars since he went to Sirius XM. I don't know many people who pay for him or listen anymore, but the bottom line is that a lot of people are now coming out, not out of the closet. I don't think you're coming out of the closet here to do this, are you?
Fuck. Yeah. Are you there? Hello?
The phone?
Yeah, no, I got it. I just had a little glitch on my end.
Frozen. Oh, there he is.
Yeah, no, there is a Wi-Fi issue, and we just corrected it. So, yeah, no, I was there from the heydays. I don't know who that gentleman is on the radio anymore, and I don't know who's listening because on a daily basis, I still get people asking me, is he still on the air? And apparently not that much.
I think most of it's just like.
No, he's got a great deal. Listen, I don't give a guy any. I don't take anything against. I don't hold any problem. I don't care about Howard Stern. I mean, he made $1 gazillion, but when you go all the way to the top, and then you no longer are the guy that got you to the top, and then you decide to go the other way, and then just basically poop on everybody that helped make you who you are. People are going to get angry, and that's the story that I saw. It broke like late last week, where a couple of people who work for him are now suing him and his wife for the way they treated them. Is that the story?
Apparently, there's somebody that was hired to run one of his giant mansions, and she didn't like some of the practices that were going on behind the scenes with his wife and everything, and I guess the job wasn't exactly what she thought it was going to be, apparently, allegedly, and that they faked her signing an NDA, a non-disclosure agreement, and she didn't sign it, and they said that she has signed. They say that she has signed one, and she says she didn't. So that right there is sort of suspect. But I wish I would have sued them when I had the chance, because I worked for free for 6 years, and we know what that's called, slavery. You're not allowed to do that.
Yes.
So I was working for
And
six.
you get reparations now. Everybody wants reparations.
Yeah.
You get reparations.
Yeah, right. I should be. You're 100% right. I should be totally jumping on the reparations bandwagon, because I definitely. It's illegal for someone to work 60 hours a week and not get paid, and that was 100% true. That did happen for 6 years.
Wow. Now, Steve, I totally there's been times when we've had interns working on a show when we weren't getting paid yet ourselves. That's one thing. When you're not paying somebody and you're not getting paid either, and you're all kind of working for the betterment of a show. But it's a whole different story when one person is making millions and millions. I mean, now we're talking a lot, like sometimes even $1 million a day practically. And then they're not paying their interns and employees. That's a whole different story.
Yeah, no, it was kind of, I enjoyed being there. You get credit at school, which is sort of like, I guess, in lieu of pay. And I stopped getting credit like after the first 6 months because I was working so many hours. And they kept me there. And it was like just when the whole thing blew, like Howard was the hottest thing in the world. And I was like, shit, I'm not going to say, oh, sorry, I cursed. I apologize.
That's all right. We'll cut that.
Okay. But I was like, wow, they're letting me stay. I'm going to stay. And I had to subsidize my money through like working at nightclubs and doing plays and, doing appearances. I'm from Brooklyn. I'm a hustler. I always hustled. Whenever I needed something, I got the money, went out and did whatever I had to do. So, but on top of working, the 40 to 60 hours I was working at the radio station, I had, weekends and, nighttime was, occupied just getting enough money to live.
Now, of course, I know that I've never met you, but I know John. I know Jackie the Joke Man, and obviously I know John, Stuttering John, out in L.A. When I was there, we would talk a lot of times because he went to work for Jay Leno. So he actually started making some good money when he was out in L.A. after he left Stern.
Yeah, it was nice to see someone that worked on the radio station actually get paid. Because even when John was probably getting paid, he probably wasn't making six figures. Nobody was really making money except for Robin, Howard, Fred, and Jackie when he was there. But they just, all the money went to like the main two people mostly, and Fred Norris, I would imagine. But it was a big taboo not to talk about salary at the radio station. So there was no talk. But I know when John left, he wasn't, they weren't ever going to match the salary he was going to get from NBC.
Now, Steve, did you have a similar situation did you ever broach, hey, can I finally get paid?
Well,
and did they get rid of you like they did to some of the other people?
It's funny. Well, I wrote a book. It's like Gorilla Parts, and I tell the whole story in detail, but I'll break it down short for you. Basically, I think at some point Tom Chiusano, the general manager, came to the realization that, oh my God, this kid he's been here for 6 years. He can't possibly still be getting credit at school. When I stopped getting credit at school when I was, like I said, 6 months in. And so he realized that that's his ass. If I went and did anything about the 6 years, he could have lost his job. And I would have won a lot of money because it was highly illegal. So when he came to the realization that I wasn't getting credit or going to school anymore for that matter, he brought me into his office and he said, are you getting credit at school? I said, I haven't been getting credit in school for a long time. And he was like, you could tell he was scared. And he goes, well, then you can't be here anymore. And I was like, what do you mean? I'm not getting paid and you're firing me? It was like, what? And I went to Howard because Howard relied on me for a lot. He didn't trust anybody with his baked potato and his hot water and walking him in and out of the building every day. And, amongst other things. And I walked Howard down to the limo. And I was like, Tom just fired me? And he goes, what are you talking about? And I was like, he figured out I'm not getting credit at school anymore. and he said that I can't be here. And he was like, well, I'll talk to Tom. So the next day I came in, and like I said, I was working like almost 60 hours a week. On top of the stuff, I was running around at night with Stuttering John, interviewing celebrities and stuff. And I basically went, and Howard, the next day, Tom pulled me into his office, and he basically said, well, I'm giving you minimum wage at 30 hours a week. And I was like, I don't care. Well, it's cool. It's an extra couple of bucks in my pocket, I guess. And but he wouldn't give me 40 hours, because if he gave me 40 hours, then I qualified for health insurance. So it was after a year of me getting, whatever, it was $635 at the time, I think. And, maybe it was an extra $130 in my pocket. Okay, I didn't care. But, now, once they started paying me, all of a sudden I had to stay later. I had to do more office and clerical work, which, when the radio show ended, I went home. But now they had me sitting there to 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon doing like photocopying stuff. So they basically had a leash around my neck because they were paying me, and they weren't paying me for the 60 hours. So after a year of doing that, I went to Tom's office and I said, Tom, it's been a year. Can I at least I'm working 60. Can I at least get 40 so I can get health insurance? And he said, absolutely not. And I went, really? Wow. He goes, I'll give you the company standard. I'll give you the company.
Let me cut to because you obviously, people know you. A lot of people are checking in. Wow, I love Grillo. You have a show called the Grillo Aftershock XL podcast.
Which we're live on right now, by the way.
Oh, we're live right now?
Oh, no, yeah, I have, there's a bunch of awful people commenting right now, because there's a thing called the Dabbleverse, and they all hate Stuttering John. Now they hate me, too. So, oh, yeah, it's awful. Yeah, I'm go ahead.
Speaking of other people that you worked with, what is your take on Artie Lang? One of the people here on our YouTube channel is asking. Artie
Lang, I didn't work with him, unfortunately, but he was nothing but so kind to me anytime I had any interaction with him. And he kind of like, I wish I had a little more, I wish, he wasn't so off the rails, because like the time that I got to spend with him, he was just so nice, and he treated me like a little brother. And I heard he's doing really well. He's kind of resurfaced to a couple people and reached out, because for years he was he just completely was like, absent. He wasn't around, and now he's a couple people I know.
Sadly, sadly, he had, everybody knew he had a drug problem, and when I was in LA, he replaced me. Well, on the nighttime show that I was doing,
so
he
I
never had any
supposedly
problems
sober, and it was very clear very quickly that he was not.
Yeah, and that's the hardest thing to do for people who have addiction, to try to stay straight, especially in the industry where you're doing TV, you're doing clubs, you're up late at night, you're drinking, you're doing coke, you're doing weed, you're doing all this other stuff, and it's a tough life, as you know.
Yep.
Trying to do stuff. So it's Melrose says hello. Who's Melrose?
Oh, Melrose Larry Green. Yeah. Yeah, he was a devout Howard Stern fan for years, and he used to stand outside. He used to make signs on Melrose Avenue when Howard was live, and he did all that. And he became like an obsessed fan. He got a little like scary and dangerous at some point, where like how he wanted to be on every day, and Howard didn't want him on every day, and he started to get upset about the whole thing.
That was like Robin. When she met me, she would hang out at the studio every night, thinking I was going to put her on the air and sleep with her.
Yeah.
And eventually I did, but that's what happens in the business, But
oh wait,
so out all right. I didn't have to throw her out.
Yeah, she's still here. So real quick, to get back to that Howard story, real quick, how it ended. After Tom said he wasn't going to give me a raise or pay me for the 40 hours a week, I went and told Howard. And the moment I told Howard that, he shrugged his shoulders and said, "Well, that's just Tom for you." And at that moment, I walked him down to the limousine, and I walked back upstairs, and I gave him my 2 weeks' notice.
Wow.
Because he wasn't going to stick up for me.
Okay, since then, how long ago was this now?
That was 1999.
Wow.
I was there from 91 to 99 or 98. Yeah.
You've been on The Sopranos now. You've done other stuff. Tell us what other than the podcast and the book that you wrote, what other things are you working on?
Well, I'm just developing this content on my YouTube channel and just promoting my book, which I have a copy of right here. It just happened to Gorilla Parts. It's right there. Yeah, well, I sort of like bastardized. I took a little bit of Howard and a little bit of the name he gave me on the radio and used it, put it together.
Awesome stuff.
That's
Gone
perfect.
to Den, bring water. I mean, obviously, a lot of people know. And listen, when Howard Stern came on to Philly on WYSP, that was his second market. He was a New York guy, and then he was put on in Philly, and then it exploded, and that's when he became national. Every radio station, FM station in America, eventually had him on.
I think
Yeah.
it's really disappointing though for people that have known somebody for a really long time on the radio and they have a certain image of them, right? That they adore them, they listen to them every day, and then when things happen and they find out what the person is really like, because frankly, let's be real, Howard Stern, having done this not just to you, but clearly to a bunch of other people,
Yeah.
have obviously didn't care about the people that worked really hard for him to help him get where he was. Kind of puts a different light on who this person really is. Now, people talk about how Howard changed, that he was the shock jock and kind of did everything, and now he's become somewhat of a
Pansy?
Yeah, he worked. He was hiding because of the COVID. He
He's
wouldn't
become
go
a
on.
wuss.
He didn't go outside. He became one of these
Right.
whack job guys, a COVID conspiracy guy. You better get the 16 shots or you're going to die. I mean, that's the surprising thing to me.
Well, people-
Because I always try to be true to who I was. I've never changed my opinions or my outlook on life. I try to treat people nice, no matter who they are. But the Howard Stern has changed. And we're seeing a lot of these people, when they become super rich, they lose sense of reality of the regular people that used to basically make them who they are. I mean, he was a everybody in blue collar worker would listen to Howard Stern.
Yeah.
Now he's an elitist, out of touch with reality guy.
But Steve, do you feel like he was probably always like this? Or
No.
do you think that he became like this?
There was a great meme that sort of summed it up, and it was like a frozen picture of Will Smith smacking Chris Rock. And the Will Smith character was Howard 1990, and the Chris Rock character was Howard 2025. So, like, Howard 1990 would smack Howard now.
Gotcha.
But when you have to hide in your closet or go away and go to Florida and hide during the pandemic, that to me is the wussification of any man who pretends to be this tough guy who was banging all these chicks and talking about doing all the crazy stuff that he did back in the day. I think Howard's become, I hate to use the term pussy, but he's a pussy.
Yeah.
Can I say that on the air?
Yeah. No, he's not that guy anymore. It's very sad.
Well, at least he's got a lot of money in the bank and you have to keep working. So do I.
Yeah, right? Yeah. Yeah, I got to keep working.
Yeah.
You weren't in the King of Queens, were you?
No, but I know I look like Kevin James, which is better than Billy Joel. I get that, too.
Stern is estimated net worth now is $750 million.
Yeah, he'll spend it well, though.
Yeah. Yeah. His kids can't spend that.
Stephen, and no relation to Frank Grillo.
You know what's so
You know who
funny?
he is, right?
You said, of course I know who he is. I think that he probably wants to give me a smack in the face. You know, how many times he must get? Are you related to that idiot from the Howard Stern show? You know, he must hate my guts. You know, and he's friends with a lot of people I know, like Chuck Zito, and he's on what's that that Stallone thing. What's that? Tulsa King. He's on Tulsa King. He was anyway, and he's friends with my buddy, Johnny C, who was in Tulsa King. So it's I'm sure he must have something to say to me.
Well, Steve, you've been awesome. We would love to have you on again. We love your work, and we really wish you luck on your Grillo's Aftershock XL podcast.
Yes.
And if you want to buy the book, Gorilla Parts,
It's on Amazon.
Where can they get it? Is it
Amazon and Audible.
Amazon.
You could hear my annoying voice for 4.5 hours.
Wait, you read your own book?
Yeah, it was really hard.
How did you read it?
It took 18 hours. For 4.5 hours, it took 18 hours. Three straight days of 6 hours in the studio.
Wow. I did 57 hours to do the Madden video game in 2005, but that was done in 2 hours a day. You couldn't work more than 2 hours a day in LA, so I only got to go in the studio 2 hours every day for a total of 57 hours.
Wow.
But that's not like reading your own book.
No, it was harder than I thought. Like I can read copy. I'm pretty good at reading a page and stuff, but when you have to read your own book, it was a lot harder. And you have to stay true to the words to the book, or Audible will reject it.
Right.
So it has to be word for word from the book. You can't improvise anything with Audible.
Beautiful. Well, man, it was great to have you on, and it's a sad story, but it's not, because Howard's not doesn't care about the little guy anymore, and everybody knows that. You know, he's fat, rich, and happy, and he's still working. To me, if I were had Howard Stern money, I wouldn't be working. He only does like one show a week
I don't
now,
even
right?
know if he even does that.
Yeah. Well, he did have a candid moment with me once where he said, no matter what, he'll always do radio. He goes, the TV and the movie things, he said, that's all good. But he goes, radio is my passion. Radio is what I really love. I'll always do radio.
Yeah, that's me too. Me too here at 73. Still doing it. Hey, man, appreciate your time.
Yo, thank you so much. I have to go back to these maniacs on my YouTube channel saying awful things. And I got that. If you look over here, I have Danny Miner. If you look up Danny Miner on TikTok, he's a really big TikTok guy. He happens to be out in Vegas. He's doing my show with me today. So if anybody wants to come over and check out Danny Miner, if you look him up on TikTok, he's got a big mouth.
Well,
Okay,
who
well,
doesn't? I
Steve,
mean, who on TikTok doesn't have a big
Yeah, exactly.
listeners really quick. Steve, this is to all of your listeners that are listening on your podcast. Be nice to Steve. He's
Yeah.
gone through a lot. I mean, he deserves a lot more respect.
Thank you much, but you're just fueling the
If
flames.
you have a problem with any of these punks, if you have a problem with any of these punks, I'll get my South Philly Sicilian Italian all up in their ass.
Oh, no, thank you. You heard it, everybody in the Dabbleverse. He's coming for you. Thank you so much, guys.
Coming on.
All right, cool.
Beautiful, man. There he is.
Thanks, Steve. Have a good one, brother.
Yep.
Hello.
At least I have,
Name Grillo.
at least I have one fan there.
All right, we're back. I'm focused on you guys now. You're all done now. Let's. I'm gonna go with this. You want to come on Super Tips? You want to piss everybody off? Pete Pitts is gonna be working the computer right next to me, and it's no one's stealing everybody's information. Everybody, Danny Miner is here.
Steve, that was a great interview. I learned a lot from that interview.
Yeah.
I really did. And you know, Tony Bruno, he used to be a sports talk show host on WIP in Philly.
Okay.
That's how he started. That's how I remembered the name.
Yeah, nice guy. I appreciate
Yeah.
that. But thank you for coming in, you guys, today. But there's nothing going on there. But we'll try to get you on. See if you could hook this camera up, Pete, and put it in the box. Maybe you can get if you could do that. And South Philly rocks. I love Philadelphia. The fans there are out of control, amazing. There's a port right there, and if you know anything about Philadelphia, they love Howard Stern. They were huge Howard Stern fans.
Yeah.
And anytime we did anything in Philadelphia, it was out of control. Like the fans would line up from down the block. And you know what was kind of cool? Did you ever watch It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
You know what? I don't watch that show. I watch everything, but I don't watch that show. Everybody tells me to watch it, but no.
No, but the guy, like Rob McElhenney and Charlie Day are both from Philly, and it was really kind of cool. So yeah, I don't know. Add the camera. It was really kind of cool that they were fans, huge Philly fans, growing up listening to Howard Stern. And when I got to meet Rob McElhenney, he knew who I was, which was amazing. And then the next day, I was on the set of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and it was like some of I was there for the St. Patrick's Day episode, and it was when the midget was stuck in the glue.
Okay.
And it was really funny, dude. Yeah. It was just listening to that guy scream stuck to a glue trap was like it was worth anything I've ever done in this world. Just to be on the set that day. And I was also on the set for Lethal Weapon Day. And that was cool. I have a picture of me and Robin when he has that episode has now been removed. The only way you can watch that episode is on the dark web. And it was like amazing. He was in blackface, I guess, and it was amazing. Should we get Grillo on Saturday? What does that mean? There's someone. Danny's gonna be with me. We're gonna go down there. Me and Danny and Pete are gonna roll down and hang out in front of Hackamania. So anybody wants to step it. Let's go.
I think he wants to book you for a show.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, if you want to do, I'll do a show. I was just kidding around.
I was just kidding.
Danny, Grillo, Clown Town, Saturday. Yeah, it's gonna be. We're gonna go down. I got a bunch of books, so if anybody wants to buy a book, you can come and buy a book. I'll be autographing books outside the Hackamania. We should do. We got to do your show there at the hotel. We'll do your show.
Okay.
Danny has like 500,000 people on his TikTok. If you don't know who Danny is, look him up. And Pete was an actor on The Walking Dead, and he's an actor and been in a lot of other stuff. I don't know why the camera won't work.
I think we have the preview slide up on the bottom still.
This?
Yeah.
Oh, what's that?
Yes, I think that one is on the scene. Yes.
Oh, that's why that's that. Okay.
Yes.
There
Now
you
add
go.
I
camera.
think you need to add a third.
Okay, great.
But we got an error.
We're trying to get Pete Pitts. Can't get a better name than that.
No, it's a
Other than Danny the Maniac.
Danny, I'm keeping that name now, man. I'm keeping that name. You watch. I'm gonna have AI make a nice little design for that tonight, man. We're gonna look good.
Yeah, well, so I follow him on TikTok and everything. He's like, every time I scroll anywhere, he's right there and he's yelling at the camera. And it's always something really, really interesting. And so I reached out to him on, I guess it was Instagram, private message. And he lives not too far from me. So last night we had hamburgers and hot dogs at the pool.
Yeah.
And we had a really good time.
Yeah, it was good. When you reached out to me, I was like, "Hey, I used to be on the Howard Stern show," and he said, "Hey, I moved to Vegas." I'm thinking, I gotta hang out with Steve because
Yeah.
we're kind of similar, right? We have the same like East Coast accent, even though we're on the West Coast now. We're aggressive, we're loud, people hate us. So I
Yeah.
mean, I'm as hated as Steve. So
Yeah.
it don't matter to me.
Well, you were recently on TMZ, correct?
Yeah, I was on TMZ the other day.
Yeah. Of what for?
I was on for when what's her name? Oh my God, what was the rapper's name?
Cardi B.
Cardi B got
Oh.
her credit card stolen. So I'm a former cop. I'm a retired detective. So I gave my opinion on her basically solving her own case. $40,000 and $20,000 was stolen from her credit card, stolen right out of her purse. And I think one was at Apple and one was something else. So TMZ wanted my opinion, so I gave my opinion.
That's pretty well. That just goes to show, like you're obviously your influencing has gone to another level.
Listen, I've been on there twice now.
Yeah.
I've been on TMZ twice. I've been in a bunch of documentaries. If you have Paramount Plus streaming service, Cyber Sleuths, I'm on all 3 episodes of Cyber Sleuths.
Nice.
Yeah, so you guys go on that.
Did you figure out the camera thing?
We're trying to get Pete on.
I think we just need to add it on the platform to add camera, maybe.
Add camera.
Yeah. Camera.
It says we encountered an error. You just accessed an additional camera.
It's not connected. Let me just check.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. But Danny had to come on, and we had such a good time last night. And no, it's not cocaine nose. I have hereditary nasal problems since I was a child. So I asthma and all of that sort of just is altogether a nightmare for me every day.
Oh, they're saying that you have cocaine?
Yeah. I got to be honest. It's been a while. I wouldn't mind a little.
See, somebody did see me on TMZ.
Yeah.
Let's go. I think she follows TikTok or one of them.
Why, I gotta get rid of this. Remove from scene. It doesn't, can I get this off? Settings, exit, no,
That
hold
looks
on.
good.
Anyway, no, Danny and Pete, I wanna get Pete on here. Exit media share.
Yeah, because it's not currently.
Okay,
focusing yet.
add camera.
There you go.
Now, yeah, the worst thing about Evie Mugs is,
Okay.
no, why is it me?
Yeah, no, it's 'cause
Oh, get it off me, put it on you.
Well, okay, all right.
Do you realize,
It's
Steve,
Danny Pitts, right there.
Steve,
Yeah.
let me tell you something about your goofy people in here, okay?
Okay, yeah.
This is how I look at these people, okay?
Yeah.
If you want to come on and diss people online,
Yeah.
you are the biggest loser. I pictured them, right? They're probably sitting there, they're fat, right?
Yeah.
Stains all over their undershirt. They stink. And what are we going to do today? We're going to try to interrupt Steve's YouTube. You are a loser of losers. Okay? Go talk to your mother somewhere. Hide under her fucking skirt. You guys are a bunch of assholes.
Yeah, well,
I'm not as nice as Steve. You want to talk about me? Go fuck yourself.
yeah.
You don't know who I am. I am a maniac. And you want to bust my fucking balls? Go fuck yourself, you fucking fat loser.
I always pictured it. It's like you ever see the South Park episode where Cartman and they all get fat playing the computer in the basement, and Cartman's just like having his mom like shit in a bucket for like he wasn't moving. He's just sitting in his basement. They all got acne, and I swear I picture some of these people because they are dedicated to.
Could you imagine them though, Steve? Can you imagine sitting in your house saying, "You know what? I'm going to interrupt their YouTube because I'm a big loser. I'm fat. I have no fucking job. I'm on fucking welfare. I have stains all over my undershirt." That's why I picture you losers. Okay? Here are the three of us. We're trying to make it fucking happen, but you losers are sitting on your couch, so shut the fuck up.
Sounds like alcohol. Yeah, that's all they got. A dose of Angela official. Who's that? That's Angela, your friend, right? Yeah. I like Angela. I just met her and I like her already. Oh my God. So, but you also go on. You pursue like other things, like that woman who got kidnapped. You're like an expert on that, aren't you?
Oh yeah, I started out with true crime, right? And then Charlie Kirk got murdered. And when Charlie Kirk got murdered, I was in the politic game. Okay, so I thought, you know what? Politics need me because we have losers like this that are chanting online. I shut them the fuck up. So that's how I got into the politic game. So you're getting a full-fledged. These guys are getting Danny pissed off. So now you're going to see it, Steve.
Uh-oh. Yeah, that's why I brought you on here. I needed some backup.
Yes. I'm telling you, I just absolutely. Oh yeah, KG, she's faking she's a girl, and you know she's a dude, right? Nice haircut, loser. Yeah, guess what? Everybody likes my haircut, loser.
Oh yeah, and you know what? They probably don't have hair. You know, I can't say anything because it deceived me a long time ago. So I want you to tell people about you. I'm sure they could hear you from where you are, but your Walking Dead story. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, well I worked on The Walking Dead for about 3 seasons, season 6, season 7, season 8. Then I was back on season 10 in the assistant director's department, actually helping the cast. But when I was on camera, I was one of the saviors in Negan's army. So I was a savior named Roger Clay. I was there during the Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo scene, the famous season 6 finale. That was my first scene on the show, and it was a blessing and an honor. You already know Jeffrey Dean Morgan, Steve. So tell everyone how cool JDM is.
Yeah, he's really cool. I happened to bump into him. He was one of the camera operators. His name is Paris Mayhew. Was in a band called the Cro-Mags, and Paris did my show a long time ago, and Jeffrey Dean Morgan happens to be a huge fan of the Cro-Mags, so they became like instant friends. And I was in Central Park, coming out of that big concert that they have there. I forget what it's called, but there was a big concert. Metallica played, and as we're walking out of the thing, I see Paris Mayhew and Jeffrey Dean Morgan walking side by side, and I went. Oh, I was like, can I get a picture? And Jeffrey Dean Morgan was like, no. I was like, no, Paris Mayhew. You're Paris Mayhew. Can I get a picture? And Jeffrey Dean Morgan was like, oh shit. So then a couple of days later, I was doing grip work on the last day of Walking Dead, and Jeffrey Dean just happened to be standing next to me, and I go, yo, you remember me? He's like, I was like, remember I wanted that picture with Paris Mayhew? And he goes, I remember you. So it was kind of funny, yeah. So, yeah, it was cool. He was really nice. And the Global Citizens, that's the concert, the Global Citizens thing they do in Central Park.
Okay.
It's, I was like literally on stage with Metallica. It was amazing. And I got to walk, what's her name? Mariah Carey.
Oh yeah.
To the stage, and she didn't want to come out of her dressing room. She was pulling like typical Mariah Carey shit. And the director of the Global Citizens concert was this little tiny guy. He directs the Oscars. He directs all the big like main shows. And he's a little tiny guy, little midget guy. And Mariah's manager was this big strapping like bodyguard kind of like tough black dude. And he comes over and he grabs Mariah's manager. And he goes, if you don't get her out in 5 minutes, she's not going on at all. And you could tell this giant guy, and he walks away, and Mariah wasn't coming out. And you could see he took a pause for a second. It was like, oh. And I'm standing there waiting to walk her to the stage, and fucking, he opens up the door, and she's like, "Shut the fucking door!" And it was like, oh my God. But then finally she came out, and we walked into the stage, but she wasn't happy with the hair and makeup, so they had to put a hair and makeup booth on the stage, and literally on camera she was getting her hair and makeup done, like not singing at all, and there's like 10 million people watching right now, and it was like really awkward. But I have to say, she might have been a bitch, but she was nice to me. And I'll tell you, those titties are great up close and personal. They might be fake, but they look like nice soft pillows. I wanted to lay my head down.
Wow.
Yeah.
What do you think about those pillows, Danny?
I'd make no comments about that.
Why?
Smart.
Yeah.
I look like Jeffrey. I'm just a smaller version of him.
Excuse me. But yeah, I got to as a grip, I was holding one of the lights. That's the light stands, and when Lauren Cohen was just smashing this walker, and with the telescope, it was when they were in New York, and she's just smashing this fucking thing, and there's walker blood all over me. I was like, oh shit, I got walker blood on me. This is great. And I got to see down her shirt. That was kind of cool. Yeah, she was definitely cute as hell. And then that last scene. It was like, oh man, we started at 3 o'clock in the afternoon and it ended at 8 o'clock in the morning. But it was like walkers were falling off the buildings. It was so amazing. There's piles of dead bodies everywhere. And that's why I love the movie business. It's no super chats are up. I pinned it. I pinned the apologize.
We're ready for the super chats.
I'm so sorry that these people think I'm going to apologize.
They're not going to apologize. Come on, guys.
I'm sorry that they think I'm going to do that. I'll apologize for you not getting it. Donate to Grillo, not John. Thank you, buddy. I forget that you can put some of these on. My super chat is not up. It should be. Thank you, Ryan. He's mean, but yet he's loyal. I will always say that. But if you go to my YouTube, I pinned it, but I don't know. If no money for my guy. I don't need your money, homeboy. I don't need you. I don't need you. Well, W, you're next. Who's next? Keep reading, Danny. You're next. They're coming for you now.
Like I care.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, what is wrong with these people? You know,
Yeah.
we live in a world of stupid people.
Yeah,
like
well,
this planet became stupid.
Did you
These
ever see the
people are
movie
proving how
Idiocracy?
stupid they are.
The movie Idiocracy is happening at a fast rate. That's one of my favorite movies. It's one of the most brilliant written and directed by the great Mike Judge. And he's like, see, it's pinned at the top. So my super tips is pinned at the top.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, so it's there. And you guys want to do a super tip? That's fine. I will gladly accept your money and say thank you. If you don't want to, it's okay, because you want to know why? We're eating steak tonight.
All right.
Yeah, it's cool. No, and I got Danny Miner and Pete Pitts right here. They got my back. I'm good. Why you answer is Vegas? No, he's not Voltaire. I will not do any business with that guy. Okay, I'm aware of the hatred for Vegas Beer Jerry. He is not has nothing to do with my show. He did me a favor Sunday night when I interviewed Billy West. I did not know that the man was that hated, and I didn't know any of his his tactics on doxing people and stuff. I've said this before. I don't like people doxing. I think it's all well and good. You're gonna break. Yeah, no. You're gonna break balls on here. That's part of the gig. That's fine. But when you expose people's families and shit like that, it's just taking it to another level. Like this is a playing field, and that's not the playing field. And I wouldn't dox anybody. And if I knew someone was doxing, on my dime, I would not have that go down. And I won't do any business or anything with Vegas Beer Jerry after I found all this out. So there you go. Imagine all this because somebody did me a favor, and I got to apologize.
What happened? People don't like this guy?
Yeah,
What
well,
happened?
apparently he's like a minion for Stuttering John.
Okay.
And he finds out people's information and he puts it out there for the web. And I had no idea that man did this.
Oh,
and if I did, it would have been a different story but they think that he was on my computer taking all the people's information off of Super Tips when I would not let that happen.
Right.
Like right where, fucking Pete's sitting right now, that's where he was. I could see my computer. I could see everything. So, yeah, this guy's like a broken record.
Hey, I see Angela in the comments. I want to shout out to Angela. She's mentioned in my Cash Walk song. I'm also an artist. I have an album with Jelly Roll. I've worked with Project Pat. So, shout out to
Jelly
Angela
Roll.
for acknowledging that.
Yeah, go Angela.
Yeah, go Angela. And shout out to Jelly Roll. I got the Jelly Roll shirt on, actually, from his bar in Nashville.
Oh, cool.
A lot of people don't know Jelly Roll or his story, but, he overcame a lot of craziness. He was in jail many times, and he rose up, and now he's a superstar. So
Yeah.
They're saying you up there.
Thank you, guys. Love y'all. Much love, everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pete
Pete
raps
Pitts.
too.
Pete Nice in the house.
Sir.
We should have got him.
I came
We should
with
have got
that-
him to rap.
Yeah, you want to
Next
wrap?
episode,
Okay.
next episode.
All right. No, we'll have that. We'll have that go down. Maybe I'll get DMC to come on. You can
Yeah,
rap
there
with
you go.
DMC. Or maybe this guy's just gonna could you block this guy?
Yeah, just block,
block him.
Yeah, I was
He
gonna
just
say
is-
block these goofballs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let them
So
find
you guys-
another.
I guess
thing.
you guys are tired of.
Go play with your mother
Yeah,
somewhere.
Yeah, go chase some
Yeah,
fucking
friggin'
go play in
weirdos.
traffic.
It's time for y'all to
Take
get
a long
blocked.
walk. Take a long walk off the short pier.
So let's say goodbye to WW. You're now gone.
Thank you.
All right, who else wants to go bye?
Yeah, no, that's okay. Just him. Just because he's just having a ball, taking up all the comments, and that's just fun. That's sad if you ask me.
Save some comments for other people.
Yeah, no kidding. What kind of?
Wait, that wasn't
all right,
your fault, man.
Hold on.
Yeah.
So, what kind of sad exhibits would be Stuttering John's Minion? I wouldn't imagine it would be fun. Get your shine box. Yeah. Nervous boy. Oh man. I will be around. If anybody's in Vegas and you want to hang out, I'll be around. And he's on another set, another
Oh, it's the
person.
same one. Okay. All right.
Yeah. So
Goodbye,
just like.
Weasel Web.
Yeah, get whacked there.
Yeah. There's another part. The army never dies.
Tell them goodbye. And goodbye.
And another person will pop up. It doesn't make a
Yeah,
difference.
It was so nice talking to you.
Yeah.
Thanks for the chat. That was
I'll
so
be.
engaging.
Yeah. No, he's still there. It's all right.
He's still there. That's okay.
Wait. There's isn't that in the Nirvana song? No, it's all apologies. I mean, no apologies.
Yeah.
No apologies. So if anybody's out in Vegas for the Hackamania, you could reach out to me if you want to hook up and say what's up. I should be around. I think I'll be around the Plaza on Saturday, and just checking out the vibe. Hudson. Yeah, Hudson. If Hudson was here, I wouldn't have had Beer Jerry, Vegas Beer Jerry, helping me out on Sunday. Hudson was not there. So that's that. But no apologies. Danny, did you want to address this? No, you did.
Listen, I don't apologize to anybody. If you're too soft for something somebody says, you're too soft, man. Go hide behind your mother's skirt. Well, I mean, and they do. All these people do.
Yeah.
Wes Webb. I'm sure that's his real picture, too.
Yeah.
I picture him fat and just came out of Richard Simmons classes. That's what I see.
Yeah. He's rocking the dealer meal.
Yes.
And he's going straight to McDonald's to get his value meal.
Yes.
Yeah.
As soon as he leaves.
Oh, so check. So this is being a hardcore New Yorker. You're in New York. You don't give to the homeless people. I just just because you just don't know what or who. So back before I moved into my beautiful apartment, which you guys have been privy to.
Actually, it's nice. Beautiful.
Yeah,
it
you
is.
guys
It's
helped
not
me-
exaggerating. It's
Yeah,
nice.
and you guys helped me get the couches up yesterday. Much appreciated. So anyway, I was on Paradise and Crane, which is not exactly the best neighborhood in Las Vegas, and there was a bar that I would go to, and I was walkable, the Mardi Gras. And one night I'm coming back and I see this girl. She's like, kind of like it was a cold night in Vegas, believe it or not. And she had the rug on, like she was like, oh. And I walked by and she goes, "Excuse me, do you have a light?" And she looked like so sad. And I was like, "No, I don't." But so I went into the gas station right there and I got her a lighter and a bottle of water. I was like, "Here, you should hydrate." And she was like, she started crying and I felt so bad. I was like, oh my God. I was like, is there anything I could do for you? Like going against my New York code completely.
Right.
And she goes, well, I haven't had a hot meal in 2 days. And I go, there's McDonald's. Would you want McDonald's? So I went, and she goes, well, we walked to McDonald's. I said, what would you like? And she goes, I would like a Big Mac meal. I offered, and which is fine, but I did not know a Big Mac meal is now $17.95.
That's crazy, isn't it?
I was like, okay, it's $17.95. I could swing it, but I was a little bit, I was a sticker shock. You know what I'm saying? I was like, huh? I was like, okay, I'll get off with a Big Mac meal. What? It's $6.95, $17.95. So I give her the Big Mac meal, and I felt nice because she was like just crying, thank you. And then I go the next day. I go back to the bar. It's also got a casino in it, right? And she's there playing the slot machine. I was like, hey, remember me? And she was like, who? But the stories I have from Paradise and Twain are pretty damn funny. The day before I left, Danny, I'm pulling out of the lot. It was gated, like you had the remote and the gate slid open.
Yeah.
People still got in. What they would do, Danny, they would fuck up the machine that opened the gate, so the gate didn't work. So they would go back there, and they would. We caught one guy robbing a bicycle one night. I caught one guy trying to get into my car one night, and but the day before I left, so they must have they crowbarred open all the mailboxes. Like I walked out and the mailbox was open and everybody's mail was gone, and I was like, oh, I was like 2 days before I moved. I was like, thank God, because I think that you think it was like. It was time for everybody to get their W-2s and shit. So it was like the end of January. So everybody's getting their W-2s and all their tax information. And you can get that. There's a world of information on those W-2s that if you know what to do with that, it's a way to get credit cards and scam shit.
Oh, yeah.
Without a doubt.
So, but yeah, McDonald's has become too expensive. That's for sure. I can't eat it. Like if I eat McDonald's, I just feel so sick. And it's awesome. I just can't do it.
I haven't ate there in years.
Yeah. What about you?
No, years.
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A is the only fast food I go to.
Chick-fil-A. Oh, you know what's pretty good? Dave's Hot Chicken. Have you had that?
Yes. They
Yeah,
have one right in front of Horseshoe, too.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
Dave's
that's
Hot
good.
Chicken is like the one place I'll go. There's a couple of them like that. Dave's Hot Chicken, and there's another one, not Kentucky Fried. That's the worst. Like one of my favorite foods that I love that, but I only have it like maybe once every 6 months is fried chicken.
Right.
Because you could really go down a bad path with fried chicken. So I limit myself to fried chicken. But, when you find good fried chicken, like Popeyes is pretty good fried chicken. And sometimes you go to like a Walmart or something. Sometimes they have good fried chicken. But my favorite of all time is like the old school Banquet where you put it in the oven. Banquet fried chicken.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that old stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. But you can't. Yeah, I just limit myself to like the fried chicken thing. But I don't do. Yeah, out here there's like you can't go 5 feet without getting a Mexican restaurant.
Oh, yeah. Definitely out here. And you know what? I'll tell you what. When you look at the comments that you're getting now, some of them are good. You only have a couple in there that are bad comments. And it's just the same losers. It's probably them on different channels.
Yeah, I know. But they tune in every time I turn it on. So, hooray for me.
Yeah, and listen, here's the thing. My haters make me more popular. And that's one thing you don't understand. The more haters, the more popular we become. So we love you guys. So when I'm arguing with you, I'm glad. I'm glad because my haters bring me more popularity. It's the truth.
Yeah.
So keep doing what you're doing, man, and I'll keep 800,000 followers while you're sitting in your basement, okay? Yeah. I'll do what I keep fucking doing.
Eddie drives a dope-ass car.
I don't like Popeyes. Do you like Popeyes?
If I had to go to any fried chicken place, I would go to Popeyes. Definitely KFC, I think, is absolutely disgusting. KFC is just greasy. Like, when you bite into chicken and the whole thing slides out from your one bite, it's like... I don't see it, but they're still around.
They're big. They're still big.
What's this? This guy is like borderline racist.
All right. Yeah. When you get blocked?
Yeah, no. I was like, how close to racism is this guy's name? Don't worry about us to talk, Grillo. Yeah, that guy's. I like Voltaire because it sounds like. a woman's name. I think it's a woman, but if it's not a woman, see, on the subway now, on Subway, that you talking about the subway in New York, or are you talking about the subway where you buy sandwiches? Because I've gotten physically ill from Subway. But they have Jersey Mike's out here, and then they have what? Firehouse sandwich places, right?
Yeah, Firehouse subs.
Does it?
Yeah.
Jersey Mike's is the best.
Jersey Mike's is the best.
Yeah.
By far.
A couple of weeks ago, the one Wednesday, there's a guy on here that hates my guts who has a show. Okay, and somebody told him I said something about him that I didn't. So he spends his time, like every night show, just bashing and saying awful shit about me. And I think the guy might be on the spectrum. So when, a couple of weeks ago, Jersey Mike's one day had anything that anybody bought from Jersey Mike's went to the Special Olympics. So in honor of that guy, I think it's Karmic, or there's two that their names are so Karmic X or something. And in honor of him, I went and bought a sandwich. So he had money for this when he competes in the Special Olympics.
Right.
I think he's from Minnesota. I think it's curling he's in. He does Special Olympic curling.
But you know what? If you get a giant sub now at Jersey Mike's, it's $20, dude.
Yeah, it's
so you're getting a hoagie for $20, you know, and people don't call it hoagies out here in the West Coast.
We called them heroes.
Yeah.
When I grew up, it's a hero or a sub.
Yeah.
But never hoagies. I don't know. I had a friend that we called hoagie, and it just didn't make sense. It's like calling him sandwich.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
Yeah, he's not rest his soul, Michael Horgan. We called him hoagie.
Yeah.
Yeah, the kid was in my high school. He was on the he was on the Cannondale bike team, like the I'm drawing a blank, the 10 speeds. He was on the fucking Cannondale team.
Okay.
And he had a heart attack.
Oh my god.
At like 22.
22 years old.
Yeah.
Jeez.
He was racing for Cannondale, and he dropped dead right on one of the races.
Listen, I got a good one for the three of us.
Okay,
All right.
yeah.
This will get our followers even talking. I watched the Tic Toc video, right?
Yeah.
And what they're saying basically is, why are we so excited that a spaceship is going around the moon if we supposedly land on the moon? Why are we so excited about this? Because they're not landing on the moon, and why? And let me ask the two of you, did we land on the moon?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. And I'm glad me and you think the same.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I would say 99.9% we never set foot on that fucking moon.
Well,
ever.
Here's the deal. I wish I had. Maybe you could look this up, Pete, because if you go outside the atmosphere, there's other layers that go on and on.
Yes.
And each of them get worse as deeper you go into space.
Yes.
And the layer that they supposedly went through, there was no way in hell that technology in the 1960s was be able to protect anything or anybody if it went through it. And they were wearing basically paper towel uniforms.
Yes.
You know, and they were in like a clunker. And, you know, the gravity and the shoes and the flag. You know, why if they went there, why it should still all be there, right?
Yes.
With all these high-powered telescopes that go into galaxies and galaxies away, millions of light years, they're pinpointing these galaxies and these novas and these Milky Ways and black holes. With all those telescopes, you're going to tell me they can't put a telescope on the moon and pinpoint where the goddamn moon, the rover landing was, or where the flag is?
No.
They could find Osama bin Laden in a cave, but they can't find give me a break.
I don't believe it ever happened. Pete, do you think it happened?
All I can say is I worked in Hollywood.
Yeah.
What do you think? So I worked in Hollywood since 2015, okay? Now, what you're referring to, Steve, maybe is the exosphere. The troposphere, the mesosphere. Those are all above the stratosphere and the troposphere, so...
Yeah, there's one layer that supposedly no living thing could make it through. You'd have to have, like, some Star Wars metal to go through this layer, and that's why there's so many conspiracy theories now that these people aren't even around the moon. Like, you would think they would have the best cameras on the outside of the rover or whatever they're flying in. And, like, instead they got iPhones. They got cell phones. They're like, everybody, there's the moon, there's the earth. They're like, wouldn't you have some, like, special camera? Like, no, they have fucking iPhones. And then you got people that are, like, you know, calling out the green screen shit that's there. And it's kind of crazy.
It really is.
And I'm going to show this guy's name again. Let's take science advice from Grillo and these two Watson wannabes. Yeah, dude, you're a racist. Look at your name. How do you get away with that without someone like coming to your house and killing you? Like that's awful. They have both. Yeah, so they have both retard. Okay, sounds like people don't know what they're doing. See if there's anybody on Super Tips.
All right, let's check the super tips.
No,
Not currently.
no,
We're ready
no.
though.
Okay, yeah, the Super Tips is pinned if you want to jump on Super Tips. Let's talk about the Holocaust. Yeah, the Holocaust was fake too, right?
Oh my God.
All those the Jewish people they found in the camps and everything, all the concentration camps. Those were all actors. They literally they starved themselves and they got the part and they like how can anybody say that the Holocaust was real? Was it real? I don't get it. they all must have like a group chat somewhere.
You know what the best is though? Ryan saying, "Who even wants to listen to this? You are.
Yeah.
You are. Dip crap. You are. You're here, you asshole. You could be doing anything, but you're listening to us, Ryan. You asshole."
Not only does he want to, like he loves it.
What a fool you are by saying that, Ryan. You made an ass out of yourself. What an asshole.
He's a fan.
Don't
Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, Ryan.
Yeah, like this guy. Don't bully me about my name.
Thank you all.
Yeah, Nate Higgers. Yeah, okay. You don't know what you're trying to say at all. Like what?
Ryan, you have nothing to do on a Thursday but listen to us.
Yeah.
You loser.
Yeah.
And make comments.
Yeah.
But you don't like us, Ryan.
Yeah, no, they bring it to this level. I don't want it to be this level. I'd like to have like Kumbaya and hold hands and we'll sing fucking flower songs. But these guys got to always they got to amp it up.
All right, so it says he's retired. What do we guess he's retired from?
What's up?
Ryan's retired.
Ron, you're retired. I don't know. You're retired from a professional ball breaker. Yeah, I'm retired too. I do this for fun. Hey, what's up? I'll give you a little acknowledgement.
There you go.
Big Bubba, yeah. Oh, he's got that Darth Maul thing. That's pretty cool. Hey, did anybody? I'm a big Star Wars fan. Something tells me that you're not.
No, I'm not.
But doing your mom. Wow, he's going to the mom jokes. Man, that's right down to the gutter. Right down to the gutter. Right down to 5th grade. Well, I'm doing your mom.
I'm going to tell you right now, Ryan's not retired.
Yeah. Oh,
He's
no?
30 years old. He's living with mom. She just baked them fucking cookies. He's
Yeah,
a puss bag. Ryan the puss
Well,
bag.
no, hold on. I got to give Ryan props. Ryan is not that bad of a guy considering everybody on here how it could go. Ryan's he's not I can't go too over. He's a ball breaker, but he's not like mean like some of these other people. So, which one is Danny Miner? We're all Danny Miner today. It's Danny Miner Day. We are. This is Danny
Dude,
Miner.
your fans are going to hate me more than they hate you. I'll never
I don't
be
know
able to
about
be out
this.
here again.
I think we're all a little racist. No, I don't suffer fools, and you shouldn't, Ryan. You shouldn't suffer.
You shouldn't.
Fools.
You have a mental problem. I don't pick on people like that.
Yeah.
So
no.
Ryan, just do what you do, man. Do what you do. You have mental problems. That's all.
That's okay.
That's okay.
Who doesn't have mental problems?
Yes.
Who doesn't?
I do.
Yeah, I have total mental problems. I'm sitting here with you two assholes. Homemade cookies are the best. That's right. Well, the real deal. So this EV Mux, this new system I'm working on because for the super tips and shit, it won't allow, once you put an additional camera, the third camera, it won't allow you to change the name. It puts the name. I can change it, and it's just going to go back to the same
that's
thing.
crazy.
So if I go to settings, and then I add avatar, and then I put Grillo, right? It goes to the same, all 3 cameras. Look, see, everybody's Grillo now. Everybody's Grillo. So this is an EV Mux problem, not a Grillo problem. But everybody knows who I am. I'd rather have them know Danny Miner and Pete Pitts over here. But unfortunately, EV Mux is not the greatest. I do miss StreamYard. I'm going to do my best to get back on StreamYard because you can get super. By the way, big announcement. I am now qualified for Super Chats on YouTube. I have reached the amount of hours in a very small time. Like, you have to have 3,000 hours, and I got 3,000 hours in like 2 months. So I will be on Super Chats as well. And all you people who don't like Super Tips will be able to go on Super Chats. especially when I have big guests, and you could ask some of these big guests like Danny Miner and Pete Pitts, whatever you want on Super Chats, and it's a lot safer. Apparently, the guy who created Super Tips is apparently sort of not in the like zone either, but he's the guy that's throwing Hackamania. They're all going to Hackamania, but some people don't like the guy. He's never done anything wrong by me. He was actually kind of helpful when I was putting Super Tips together. Him and JT, I think his name is Melton, and he's the one who's throwing the Hackamania. Is anybody here that's on here going to Hackamania? Are you in Vegas now? I know Cupcake, Joe.
What
Cupcake.
is Hackamania?
Hackamania is basically the Dabble versus convention. They all get together. We're gonna go there tomorrow or Saturday. We're gonna. I think I'm gonna try to. I'm supposed to. Anthony Cumia's in town. I'm supposed to go to dinner with Cumia when he settles in. And yeah, Anthony Cumia is like the coolest guy on the planet. He was the second Howard Stern. Him and Opie and Anthony. And okay, well, thank you, Voltaire. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with me, but some people have a big problem with Melton. But yet they pay $170 to go to Hackamania. So, yeah, Ryan, if you're out this way, I'll grab a beer with you, man. So I have no problem with you guys, seriously. I just hate to think that, once you meet them, you're going to be like all of a sudden, they're all tough guys. Not you, Ryan, but they're all tough guys that are on behind the camera.
Right.
And they're with their fake names and their fake pictures. And I got to you meet them, I'm just kidding, I'm a big fan,
Oh, nice. Hey, Steve, I see Big W13 says he was in Fear the Walking Dead.
Yeah.
That's cool. Did you film that down in Austin? Because I have some friends like Kirk Riley who worked in Austin on Fear the Walking Dead. That's actually cool. Walking Dead family. Danny was almost in it. Danny was going to play like the King Walker. But then they gave the role to someone else. They gave it to Jeffrey Dean Morgan, and they changed it to Negan. So
all I want to address is it should really tell us something that people would rather give Google their money than super tip you with that scumbag Jerry in your orbit. He's not in my orbit. I keep telling you people that. So Vegas Beer Jerry docs Melton's address. I don't approve of that at all. And you guys cry, but yeah, it's all well and good. I don't hate anybody, but everybody. You want Carmen, he won't stop talking about it. You said he would bend you over and treat you like. The reason why he keeps talking to me is because every time he mentions me, he gets clipped. Now the big thing is like people that just watch my show or watch all the other shows in the Dabble. It's not just me, but they'll find moments like this, and they'll clip it and they'll play it on other people's shows. This guy Carmix is so desperate to get my attention and to get attention from everybody else. He wants to get clipped, so he'll say stupid shit about me and in hopes that someone else picks up his show and plays it so he can get more followers. I don't need that. I don't do that. I'm not here to get clipped. Let me ask you a question, Danny.
Go ahead.
Let me ask you a question, Pete. In our world, outside of this, what's it mean to get clipped?
What does it mean?
Yeah, well, like there's a bunch of different things that getting clipped could mean in the real world.
Taken out.
Yeah. Someone clipped you with your money.
Yes.
Someone clipped you, they hit you from the back.
Yes.
You get clipped, that means someone put you out. So when I first started coming on here and I didn't realize that everybody was like clipping my show, well, I was like, I was kind of mad. I was like, the fuck you mean I got clipped, bro? No, they're like, no, it's a good thing. I'm not here to get clipped. If people want to clip my show, that's fantastic. Thank you very much. I'm over 4,000 people on YouTube now. I wasn't that a couple of weeks ago.
yes,
So
subscribe.
yeah, subscribe. Well, I guess all these people, Nate Higgins. I'm afraid to say that because I might say the wrong thing, the racist part. Yeah, well, that's pretty gay if you're saying stuff like that. And the funny thing is, Danny, and Pete, these guys they talk threats, but they don't understand. Like, I'll really fucking hurt somebody. This isn't a joke. I don't want to sound like I'm some like tough guy. I'm not a tough guy, but I fucking wrestled for 8 years of my life. If I get you on the floor, I'm going to fucking hurt you. I'm going to jail and you're going to the hospital. So you better hit me with a fucking chair. But I'm not here to brag and break. But like I said this before, my mom watches this, so she goes, "You handled that situation with that guy threatening you very well, Steven. But you told him that your head is hard, and now it's just going to be a target." I was like, "Thanks, Mom." You know.
Oh man.
No, well, movie clips. But in my world, buddy, clips meant something negative. You know, just the way they said you got clipped. That means someone stole from me or someone's trying to kill me. You know what I'm saying? So it's a matter of all that. And so just, I don't know how many times I got to react to these people. You tell them what they want to hear and they still don't want to hear it. I don't have anything to do with Vegas Jerry. I found out who he was and I stepped away. He's not going to be involved in my show anymore. I don't want to even have to think about it. If he's like going to do something behind my back, I just won't do it. John says he's a nice guy, and that's that. But he's not. I got Pete Nice right here, and Danny, the maniac minor. Okay, I'm good with these people. I trust. We just met yesterday, and we're already fucking friends. It's gonna be fine. I'm not using Vegas Jerry. All right. So what's this? Why not let Grillo be his own man and stop trying to tell him to do it? Threatening his money and stuff. Come on, you guys. You're acting like gangsters, and I said it straight. I know they all act. Oh, Drunken Donuts is back. Hey, Drunken Donuts, this guy's funny. I'm being honest, Grillo. He was talking about shoving baked potatoes up your anal cavity, and that's why all you're good. He needs to get some help. Yeah, that's, on the gay stuff. That's really weird. I think he's like. I've heard this from people that like have dealt with him on a different level. He's on the spectrum apparently, and I'm being serious. Like I've seen this guy just scream and yell, and it looks like a complete buffoon. And I don't know why he's like. Apparently, check this out, guys. Apparently, the first time he got laid, he was 42. And he's never left his little hideout in Minnesota. Sheesh. And he's not that great of a guy, and I think he realized that he can get clipped by making fun of me. Check my super tips. All Come on, Dan. Okay, Pete, you have one fucking job, bro.
All right, I'm here. We got.
Yeah, what you got something? What's that? Refresh.
2 weeks ago.
No, tried. It's played and unplayed.
We don't have anything on.
No way. Try that one. No. Cupcake. Yeah, there's nothing going on.
We're looking. There's nothing to see here yet.
Cupcake's the best. American. Yeah, American Cupcake is he's my guy, along with Oscar Electric. He's the one who does the promos. There's some really good people on this. I like this word. No money for Grillo. I don't need your money, you racist bastard. I don't take money from racists, Nate. I'm not even going to say the last part of it because you're a racist. So sometimes American Cupcake is a parasitical long. Yeah, he's a nice guy, and I bet you're a nice guy too, Ryan. I said a super tip, you missed it, and so there's nothing coming through.
Super tip, we have.
I'm looking at it right now. Yeah. Played, unplayed.
Yeah, we just switched over.
Voltaire's nice. They always no. There's nothing here.
We're ready for it though.
Yeah. So if you sent something, it didn't come through, and I don't know why. But American Cupcakes, he's a good dude. We're gonna fucking hang out possibly later, and he has a show. I did a show. I'm doing someone's show on Sunday, and show or something. I don't know. I said I'd do it. I don't mind doing other people's shows. It's a chance to get fucking made fun of in a whole different new world. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, that's I guess that's all. Drunken Donuts. Is the guy on the top right Rob Saul from Alternative Universe? No, that's Danny Miner, brother.
Who's Rob Saul?
I don't know. Oh, Rob Saul. That's Rob Saul is he did a show with John, and then he has his own show, and he just cheers to Rob Saul. He just got back from rehab, and he's doing very well.
Oh, okay.
These people are sending super tips. Just stay
Okay.
Yeah, stay on there, dude. I don't know.
Right.
Maybe refresh it. You know what? Hold on a second.
Let's try
Go out of this. Might be able to fix it.
If it's the
Hold
same
on.
one,
No.
same
Hold
was sent in,
on.
it may not have gone through. We'll try.
And come out and go in.
Yep.
Yeah, there they go.
Oh,
all right, we fixed it. So when you hit play.
Beautiful. All right, you ready to go?
Yeah, okay. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
So the super tips.
Top one, you got me to start.
Start from the top. We'll go down straight down.
Boom.
Okay. American Cupcake. Fuck the haters, Grillo. Your super tip is safe. Thank you. All right, now do the next one.
All right, we got that one. Let's
Send
go.
it through.
Yep.
Tell me when.
Okay, and pressing.
Super tip. Okay, Voltaire, stand up against people who dox Stuttering John. Loves doing it. I don't like doxing. I think that's awful. And thank you, Voltaire, very much for coming through. Okay, and look at everybody. Oh my God, you're boycotting my super tips. No, you're not.
You want this one too?
Yeah, send them all.
All right, here we go.
Jacob Shea, John has a GoFundMe to grift more money off his fans. Yeah, I know. I saw that. Stuttering John slipped and shattered his wrist. And so apparently he needs surgery like in the next couple of days, and his insurance isn't covering all of it. And it's not a fun thing when you shatter your wrist. But I guess he started a GoFundMe. I don't think he has much of a shame when it comes to stuff like that. I do. I would feel.
Oh, so he's asking for GoFundMe.
Yeah, on top of the fact that people super chat him because he's on.
Well, the Pawn Stars guy just did the same thing, right? He was in a car accident. Corey.
Oh yeah. I don't say that. Aren't they millionaires?
Yeah, and he's asking
Just-
his fans for money.
Come on.
Yeah, I mean, my God.
No, I don't. Sorry, Drunken Donuts. I did not donate. So, donate to Grillo, not John. Thank you. So some of these names I can't even read. Hawkanel Uniboy. Hawk One Uniboy. I don't know. If you don't do, I don't have to call anybody. Stop telling me what to do. Do you understand this? Like, if I don't do this right now, then that's not going to happen. You don't scare me. Okay? Like, apologize.
Or what?
Yeah, or what?
Yeah, what? What are you going to do?
You're going to fucking scratch my eyes out?
Yeah.
Is there any more there?
Two more, yeah.
All right, let's go. Super tip, baby. All right. Send it over. Pistol Pete. John is lying. Jerry has doxed people for John. Okay. I don't know anything about all this. I'm learning as we go. As we speak, we're learning. And I learned it. And I didn't know anything about this beer guy, Jerry, what he's supposedly doing. And I don't want the heat with this guy because I think let me do something bad, and then I'll be able to feel better about apologizing. But I didn't do anything wrong, and there's my apology. So I got it. The guy's not a good guy. Okay, I was in a pinch, and the guy, did me a favor. If he was in my computer, he's sitting right here where Pistol Pete is, and I can see my computer screen and everything. So that's it. 100% money for Grillo, not for John. Thank you, Voltaire. I can't see. Is that your picture? Oh, that's great. One of my very dear friends was in Dumb and Dumber, Mike Starr.
Oh, yeah?
He was here. He did my show. Mike Starr has been Goodfellas, Dumb and Dumber, The Natural. He's in 150 movies. And Revenge, Rage, Grillo. So, yeah, no, Mike Starr. If you can find it on my YouTube channel. My interview with Mike Starr. He's very soft-spoken. He's a very big man. And he has some great stories.
Love it. We got one more also if you want to do it. If you want to put it.
Yeah, let's go. These people are paid for it. Put them all through. Right. I don't care what they say. I'll fucking read it.
Here we go.
Anonymous. Oh, I didn't get Voltaire off of there. Hold on. Hold on. Hide. Stuttering John demands you coming on his show to explain yourself. I spoke with John. He actually called in when I was on with Chauncey. He demands you come on his show to explain yourself. Is Anonymous? Is that something that he said recently? Because I spoke to him yesterday. I don't have any reason to call John an asshole.
Right.
There may be years in the past I could have, but I'm an adult and I forget things and I let them go.
Right.
Unlike other people, so I just don't. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt if he did. No, he didn't use my bathroom. Thank God. But no, I don't condone some of the tactics in this, and I'm not here to do that shit. I'm here because you want to know why, Danny? You want to know why, Pete? So I'm fucking getting paid. So send everything through. If you got something, I don't want to disappoint people because I was on the ban list, and the more the people keep coming through, the more it's going to piss off the people that don't want me to make money.
This is a guy, Jacob, he's already read, but I think I skipped this one, so let me put this one
Okay,
back up.
but come on.
This is
Let's do it.
A nice, kind one.
Okay. You believe in flat Earth too, you fucking idiots? No, the Earth is round, and they're not in space.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Oh.
I think that's the other one we missed.
Okay. All right. Well,
Cool.
thank you. That. Thank you.
One more.
Oh, bring it out. Yeah. See, this is why I need someone like. Thank you very much, Pete, for coming on today because this is why I needed somebody with Billy West. Chauncey, thoughts on migrants? Oh no, that's an old one.
That was old one.
Yeah, no. Well, Chauncey lives in Monaghan, Ireland,
okay.
and they have some.
Oh, okay. I see.
They have some really bad issues with they're just flooding the country with migrants and.
Okay, we played all then.
Okay, great. Thank you, Pete.
Let's get some new super chats.
Yes, Voltaire. Thank you.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
So it's a bad situation in Ireland. It's worse than here. And Ireland's like their population's like 5 million.
Right.
That's like 3 blocks in New York. You
Yeah.
know, and they're being squeezed out, and the generations of Irish heritage are being just out. I guess what's the word when they come in and they're getting outbred.
Yeah.
So it's a volatile situation in Ireland. Have you been to Ireland, Danny? Pete?
Never been to Ireland. No.
Not yet.
Oh my God, it's
Not
so
yet.
awesome. It's so fucking beautiful. I got to go see him. I got to go to Monaghan and visit Chauncey. I went to Dirty Dublin. Everybody in Ireland calls Dublin dirty. And I was in Galway. And it was absolutely fantastic. It was everything I thought it was going to be. I wish I could have stayed there longer. I got to see one of my best friends, Tara. And and then it was my buddy Ryan's 30th birthday. I used to hang out at this bar in New York called McCoy's, and we ran like 30 deep, maybe more. Like we would do an annual fishing trip, and we would book the whole fucking fishing trip.
Okay.
That's how many people we rolled, and it was Ryan's birthday. He's from Dublin. He's half his family's from Dublin, and I was doing really well at the time, and Ryan stole my credit card and bought a ticket to go to Ireland. So, because I was like weird, like pushing the trigger to go, and I went to, it was one of the best trips I ever had.
That's cool.
Yeah.
We got to go fishing on Lake Mead.
I can't wait to go fishing on Lake
Brother,
Mead.
I catch some big fish, man.
Dude, I'm all about bass.
We'll rent a boat. We'll go out, man. On me. We'll head out. We'll have a good time. We'll bring Pete with us.
Yeah.
Then we'll hang out on the beach, man. We could actually do a show from out on the beach.
Yeah, I say we do
Honest
this.
to God, we can.
We'll do a fishing show.
Yeah. I mean, not a problem at all.
No. So half the price, double the laughs. I'll go to Revenge Rage. What does he have to say? I kind of have an important job. I don't need people calling the HR department. I had to tell Shuli to remove my information from his Discord. He did it, and he's cool. Yeah, it's kind of interesting because you would join yourself, you would throw yourself in the Dabbleverse, and then be worried about your job when
Right.
you know exactly what you're getting yourself into. So. But yeah, there's Dabble, there's all these people have, and Kevin Brennan has a show. I don't know if you know Kevin Brennan. He's a comedian. He's pretty vicious. He's like, it's so funny because I guess one of his people, Nasty Meal. There's another person he called Nasty Meal, a very nice person. I don't know who it is, but they're anonymous, and said that Kevin Brennan wants Chauncey Hayden on the show, and I'm like, can you reach out to Chauncey? I'm like. That guy said some horrible things about me. Now he wants me to get him a guest. And you know what? I said, fine, I'll reach out to Chauncey. I'll do it. I said, but, maybe he can come on my show or I'll go on his show. Kevin Brennan, I did his show when he was on Compound Media, which is, Anthony Cumia's network. And I did his show. And he's like, you don't want to be in his crosshairs. He's like pretty awful when it comes to being mean, and I wouldn't want to fuck with Kevin Brennan. I'm not worried about Stuttering John or Carmen Jackson. I would not want to be in Kevin Brennan's crosshairs. And I'm not giving him Chauncey's information because I'm scared. I'm giving him Chauncey's. I'm going to try to get him Chauncey because I'm just that nice of a fucking guy.
What does Stuttering John do now?
This.
Does he?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if he's out there pursuing other things or he's investing his
Does
money.
he still live in Vegas? I mean,
no,
New York?
he's in Florida now.
Florida.
as you people all know, I'm not doxing. What happened with my marriage? Just like everybody else, you fucking get tired of people and you move on. She's still one of my best friends, but it was just time for it to end. Like relationships don't last forever.
That's the way it
you
is.
know, the shit dissolves. And by the way, if you want to ask me questions like that, you got to pay for it. That's your last freebie. You want to ask me personal questions, you got to fucking you got to pay for it. Yeah, John gets a lot of people. Like if I get 400 or 500 people watching this, that's a lot for me. But John gets like a couple thousand people just because they want to. He gets clipped more than anybody else because they wait for every word that comes out of his mouth. Do you understand? Like everything that he says, they're waiting for him to say something stupid or this, and then they just roll with it. They take it. John has to literally take his show down right after he's done. Like I leave my shows up,
Right.
but John's shows he immediately takes down so people can't go back and like if you don't record it
Right.
when he's doing it, it's not there.
Okay.
Really, I could have sworn Voltaire that he gets. I thought I saw it said like 2,000K were watching him. I don't know. Okay, my bad. I thought he did. I could have sworn the other day when I was on it said views like 2.6K or something. But well, great. Then I'm doing just as good as John. Hooray for me.
I forgot that he went to Jay Leno, right?
Yeah.
I totally forgot about that. That's right. That's crazy.
And
How did he get that? Do you remember?
Well, here's the one thing about John, and no one's gonna like to admit it. Like John can go in a room and he'll find the most important person, and he will be on that person. Like he'll befriend that person. He knows how to work a room like anybody I've ever seen. But I think it was also the fact that he did "I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here," and which was like a survival show or whatever. And I guess once he got clipped, I guess it must have been a contractual thing. Whoever was on the show, once you got clipped, you did the Tonight Show. And I guess he had a really good appearance on the Tonight Show.
Right.
And Jay really liked him. And I guess he found that important person in the room, and he sort of got involved. And all of a sudden, they basically stole him from the Stern Show. But you know. Yeah, John is a narcissist. Like, I know plenty of narcissists. I don't have that in me. I admire some narcissists because I don't. Anybody that likes themselves that much, God bless. You're giving Doom nothing to clip here. I'm sorry. It's okay, Doom. There's always something to clip. Come on. So I guess Drunken Donuts. You're getting too many freebies. No, I just I'm not here to get clipped. I'm here because I'm getting paid to do it.
Right. Yeah.
And I get to bring like awesome people like these two guys. But if look up Danny Miner, do a little research, find out who he is. He's
The lady said she Googled me. There's nothing.
yeah, okay.
I promise you Google my name. There's a lot.
Yeah, it's overflowing. You might melt your computer.
Nothing.
Yeah, there's nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
We have a comment back here that says they sent a $3 super tip. I just want to make sure we went through all of these.
Okay, so I gotta go to Super Tippy. Okay,
yeah.
Send them through. If I didn't get to them, I'll know.
I'm going to scroll through anyone that was today. Let's see, because I know you went through this.
Yeah.
The lady's giving. I did that in the past.
Yeah.
I did that in the past.
You suck one dick on
One
camera.
time I do a porn video, and
Yeah.
it happens to be a gay porn video,
Very
and they're
much.
calling me out.
Vegas Jerry posted pics of my children. So I obviously, if someone's doing that,
Jesus,
I'm
yeah,
not
that's
cool
not
with it
right.
at all.
Yeah.
Kids are off the fucking limit. Like the family and kids are off the fucking. I don't agree with that at all.
Yeah,
that's
that's
like
wrong.
old school mafia shit. The
Yeah,
kids
that's
and
wrong.
the kids and the wives are out.
Yeah, that's
But if he did that, that's not cool at all. And you're anonymous. Thank you very much for coming through. But that's awful. When you bring children into it, and I know John does and Shuli does, and they talk about each other's kids and families. This isn't that show, not that show, and it never will be. That's not. My mom listens to this show, so no, my mom doesn't listen. She knows better. So it's fucking allergies are killing me. There's like a green dust in Vegas, just blanketing everything. It's like everything's already in bloom. So, all right, I'll address this. It's as healthy as I'm willing to let it be. John is at bay, and it's healthy for me. Okay, I can tell you that.
We have one new secret.
All right, bring it on.
Guys, here we go.
Are you a traveling man? RTT3, like in basketball? I don't know. If I played basketball, I'd be a traveling man because I'm horrible. My skin is white. You see that? It's white. I'm the worst basketball player in the world. Thank you very much. But if you could explain, what? Anyway, leave family out of it. It's as simple as that. And Jerry does that. He's no longer going to be involved in anything I do. Oh, my ring?
What?
Oh, this ring. Well, I had to take my rings off. I had a reaction to some medicine that I'm taking. But this ring is my grandfather's ring. I had it on since I was 12 when he died.
Oh, okay.
So this is my grandfather's ring. I don't take it off. You want to hear a crazy story?
Go ahead,
Okay,
go
so I was bartending a lot, and it's odd. I'm bloated. It's hard to take off. I was bartending a lot. You know, you wash your glasses in the blue water and shit.
Yeah.
So I had it on this hand. You can almost kind of see the scar right here. It had a reaction. This isn't silver. This is like metal. My great uncle made this for my grandfather. So, and when he passed, I got the ring from my grandmother, and I haven't taken it off. But for a while, I had to take it off because my skin was bubbling up underneath the ring, and I took off the ring, and it took off a whole layer of skin. And I took it off, and then one day my mom sees me, and she goes, "Where the fuck is your grandfather's ring?" I was like, "Mom, look, I had to take it off." I got to wait for the skin to heal up. So then, when I got married, it was no big deal. We went to City Hall, right?
Right.
But my mom, I wound up having a party anyway because my mom threw a fit. Like, why do I have to go to everybody else's kids' weddings and I can't have one for my son? So we did it around St. Patrick's Day. But we were going to City Hall, and my ex-wife goes, "Do you need a ring?" I go, "I don't know." She goes, "Why don't you take your grandfather's?" I was like, "I'm all healed up. I'll take my grandfather's ring." You don't really need it or anything. So the next day, we were at the party for the wedding, and my mom goes, "Did she get you a ring?" Because we just, I had health insurance. We got married. We were living together. It was,
Right.
It was like, we loved each other and stuff like that. But it was like, "Oh, you want health insurance? We'll go down to City Hall. We'll get the piece of paper." That
Right.
was it. So we wound up throwing a party, and my mom goes, "Did you get your ring?" I said, "No, I used Grandpa's ring." And my mom, who's not emotional at all, she starts tearing up and she starts crying. And I was like, "What the fuck are you doing? Stop crying." And she goes, "I never told anybody this, ever. But when you were born, it was just me and my father in the hospital, and he was holding you, and he started to cry and said, 'Kathleen, I don't care what it takes. I'm going to make it to this kid's wedding.'" So I started crying. I was like, "Oh shit! Oh my god!" So this has a lot of meaning. But I had taken some medicine last night, and I looked at all my silver, and it all turned a different color. I was like, "I gotta take it off, and give it a chance." I never ever take my rings off. Like some people take their shit off at night. I don't, but I had to before I got. It was just I got to clean the rings and not use it when I apply this medication. I got a rash. I got a rash. No, it's awful. So, but listen, this is about an hour and a half.
Yeah.
I think we're doing pretty good here. I think we can wind this up. Any more super tips? You got one more super tip?
One
All
more.
right.
Sure.
Pete, nice. Send it through.
There you go. All right.
Voltaire, SJ sent someone to mess with your show. He's jelly. What do you mean he sent someone to mess with my show?
I didn't see a jelly.
Voltaire, Jelly. Jelly's Last Jam.
Jealous.
If he did, Pete Dabble couldn't live to see your failed marriage. That's awful. He was there.
This is
telling
worse than the one we ever had, Pete.
Pretty bad.
I told you.
Yeah, holy shit. And people hate me, but they hate you worse.
Yeah, I told you. I was trying to fucking explain to you. You're like, no, people hate me worse. Nope. Nope.
Oh, man. There is no moon. It's fake, Ryan.
Is that this guy?
That's a
so
fake
if he's just said that, right? If Carmen's just said he's going to set my trailer on fire in the Castle Mountains, I invite him to come set my trailer on fire. How about that? I will give him the fucking address. Because they don't understand. Like, my two best friends are both Army fucking Rangers, retired. Then they're like, yeah, go ahead and try to set the trailer on fire. See if you make it out alive. They don't know. You know. The great thing about some of these people, they don't know who I know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I never brag about them, but I'm just saying like this. First of all, you'll never get into the trailer park. And if you do, there's fucking eyes on you. Go ahead and try to set my trailer on fire. I know. You know what, Danny? I'm not even going to talk about this guy anymore. He's not worth the effort of me breathing out of my mouth to speak his name. Okay. But anybody else with no super tips, Pete? We're good.
No more have come through yet.
Okay. Well, everybody, we'll be doing that. Maybe you guys come back tomorrow or something like that. I will be around Hackermania. I'm not paying $100. I have $170, and if I do have but I'm going to spend that $170 on something fun.
Yes.
But
Yes.
I will be out there. I'd like to meet. So he was. It's pretty interesting. Voltaire, if you fucking know specifically with John sending somebody to fuck on my show, just please let me know, or you can DM me. I'm Steve Gorilla on X and Grillovator on TikTok and Grillovator on TikTok and Instagram. If you guys want to say hello and DM me there. Yeah, people like to talk about the dead. Those are the worst ones. You want to know why? When you talk about the dead, karma is such an awful thing. It is real, and I don't even have to say that. It will come back, and you talk about people's dead relatives.
Yeah.
It doesn't hurt me. My grandfather was awesome, and he is dead. But I'm just saying, when you do that, that's on your soul.
Yeah,
and I believe that 100%. So, but other than that, everybody, Danny and Pete, thank you so much for coming on. We're going to be doing a lot more material with these guys because we're in Vegas and we got nothing else better to do.
That's it, man.
All right, everybody. Peace out.